Everyone, welcome back to a new post today. Shubhanshu Shukla's journey with Axiom 3 to the International Space Station lays the ground for Gaganyaan. Recently, two of India's aquanauts participated in a French deep ocean exploration called as Nautile, and this will lay the foundation for the Samudrayaan project. So, what exactly is the importance of these aquanauts' journey to the deep ocean, and how important is the Samudrayaan project for India? What are the challenges and what are the steps India has to do to create a immersible that will carry three aquanauts of India to the deep ocean? Let's look into the quick review of this and few important points as well. Now, earlier this month, two Indian aquanauts traveled deep into the Atlantic Ocean aboard a French vessel called as Nautile, and this was the preparation for the deep ocean exploration mission of India called as Samudrayaan, in which India plans to send three humans below 6,000 meters by 2027. They are Jitendra Pal and Ramesh that traveled to 5,002 meters deep of the Atlantic Ocean, respectively, helping India in its Samudrayaan project with regard to the information. Similarly, how Shubhanshu Shukla's journey to the ISS will help the Gaganyaan project. So, India has 11,098 kilometers long coastline apart from the mainland and the islands. As well, the government now has a long push for blue economy development with regard to harnessing the ocean resources of this long coastline of India. The deep ocean is home to many minerals like polymetallic nodules, which are very rich in magnesium and other rare earth minerals as well. Apart from that, we have biodiversity resources, energy resources, etc. And also, this ground is very important for deep sea communication in the form of undersea cables as well. Only a few countries like US, Russia, China, Japan, France currently possess the exploration capabilities of deep ocean. India will join these few countries with its Samudrayaan project successfully implemented, which will, among other things, include 6 components and a deep ocean mission approved by the Government of India in 2021. Now it will cost 4,077 crores for 5 years, and it includes developing technology for deep sea mining, underwater vehicles, robotics including crewed submersible, developing of ocean climate change advisory system with observations and models for future climate change predictability, looking for technological innovations to explore and conserve deep sea biodiversity, conduct deep ocean surveys mainly for looking for mineral deposits, specifically polymetallic nodules, which contains manganese hydrochlorides and also important minerals like nickel, rare earth, developing technologies to derive energy and establish an advanced marine station to develop capacities in ocean biology. Now, the National Institute of Ocean Technology is coordinating agency to develop the submersible of Samudrayaan. It's called as Matsya 6000. It is a vehicle that will carry the aquanauts to the deep ocean. It is like a big fish, and it will sustain them for 12 hours and in an emergency case 36 hours. Also, the crew is now thinking of using steel for preparing the submersible, but the steel cannot withstand the atmospheric pressure under the ocean, and therefore they are using titanium. However, the depths of the ocean also have many environmental conditions which make it very inhospitable for the humans, and therefore several factors have to be concerned, like vessel development. The first challenge for India is to develop a submersible to sustain life in the deep ocean, and titanium or alloy is needed, but we do not have enough reserves for this, and other countries are not willing to share this titanium alloy. Apart from that, we need the titanium alloy vehicle to be of a particular thickness, and also the sphere has to be fabricated through a precise technique called as electron beam technique, where the focused beam of high velocity electron melts and joins the materials. ISRO will be carrying out this job. Maintaining the environment for the aquanauts is very important. They will be restricted to the sphere, life supporting systems, sufficient oxygen, removal of the carbon dioxide, where they will be using scrubbers to remove carbon dioxide is also used, and the sphere will be equipped with rebreather oxygen systems, which will be deployed during emergency as well. Apart from that, the aquanauts cannot use the washroom or the restroom, and therefore they cannot eat and drink a lot, and therefore they have to find out ways to sustain the 9-hour long drive. And on this thing, the recent aquanauts used dry fruits, which were really helpful to them. Apart from that, radio waves, the basis for day-to-day communication, cannot be used in deep sea communication. Acoustic telephones, which carry information, sound waves to receive underneath the ocean, have to be used. Given other countries' resistance to share this technology, India has developed its own acoustic telephone, and an initial test, however, failed because it could not be conducted below the ocean water because of temperature and salinity. However, it worked well above the open ocean. Therefore, these are some of the challenges that the deep sea submersible has to take into consideration. India is working on it. However, India wants to join the few nations that have the submersible technology, including Russia, China, France, Japan and US. India will be the 6th ocean to do so if it does, and will be able to explore and also use the potential of the Indian Ocean and its resources for developing a blue economy, as the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has stressed. So these are the most important points I thought I should be discussing with you with regard to the recent visit of the aquanauts 5,000 meters below the Atlantic Ocean in France, a submersible called as Nautile, and this will prepare the ground with the information and the experience that they have for developing the Samudrayaan project. Apart from that, India has certain challenges which it has to deal with: the raw material needed for preparing the submersible. Apart from that, sustaining the aquanauts in the submersible, and acoustic communication as well. So if you did find these points helpful, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to comment at the end of the video. I shall see you in my next post. Until then, it's very happy learning.